Welcome to all. Today we'll be using JavaScript for making a sign-in page. So let's start coding. First of all, make the basic codes. So I had made the basic codes for HTML. Now we'll make a form tag where we'll be making the form for taking the inputs like the username and the password. In place of username, I'll be taking the value of email, and in password, I'll be taking the password. So let's start the form tag. Inside the form tag, I'll take two inputs. First one will be make the input tag input type will be equal to email. Give some ID to this email so that I can use this ID for fetching data inside the JavaScript. Let the ID will be user. Give a placeholder value. The next input will be type equal to password. Mention an ID here. ID equal to pass. Mention a placeholder. Give the placeholder value as password. This placeholder will work as the watermark. Mention the BR tag for giving a new line. I had already started the live session for the output page. I'll refresh this page and I'll be getting the outputs. So this is my email and password. Now I'll make one submit button. For making submit button, I have to use input type equal to submit. Mention a value here, that the value will be submit. Save it. Now coming to the CSS part, we'll first design the input tags, then we'll come to the submit button. For designing the username, I have to use hashtag user because the ID that I had used is user. So use hashtag user. Mention some margin top and left. That the margin top value will be 50 pixels. Margin left value will be 530 pixels. Mention some height and width. The height will be 40 pixels and mention the width as 300 pixels. Now give a background color to this. So I am getting a required output here. So this is my email ID. Something else I have to add here, that is the border styles and the font size. Mention the border as none and font size as 20 pixels or 25 pixels. Now give box shadow for giving shadow to the input tag as 2 pixels, 2 pixels, 2 pixels and black color shadow. Save it and check the output. So this is my required output. Now do the same for password. For giving styles to the password, I have to use hashtag pass. The height value, width value, the margin left, the font size, box shadows, everything will be same for user and pass. Only the margin top and margin left will be different. So I am copy pasting the border style, font size and box shadow first and pasting it inside the password. Then copy and paste the height and width value because height and width also be same. Also the background color will be same. Okay, so only one thing will be different, that is the margin top. Now copy margin top and left. Only the margin top value will be different. I'll change it in hashtag pass. Leave the margin left value as it is and give the margin top value as 20 pixels. So this is the required output. Now design the submit button. For designing the submit button, I have to use some ID. For that I have to mention the ID here. Let the ID will be button. Now use that hashtag button in style part. Mention some margin left and bottom value. Let the margin left will be 620 pixels. Margin bottom will be 100 pixels. Mention some height and width for this. Let the height will be same as the input boxes, like 40 pixels, and give the width as 150 pixels. Save it. Mention some border radius and border style for this. Let the border style will be none, and give the border radius as 5 pixels. Give some font family, font weight and font size for this. Font family will be done. Now come to the font size and font weight. Font size will be 25 pixels, same as the input tags, and font weight will be bold. That means the text whatever mentioned there will be in the bold form. Save it. So let's check the output. Okay, I think something is missing here. Let's give some shadow for this. I'll mention some box shadow. Mention the box shadow as 5 pixels, 5 pixels and 5 pixels, and give the color as black. Save it. Okay, I should shift the button little bit downward so that it will not get overlapped with the password input type. Let's mention some margin top value. The margin top will be at 20 pixels. Now come to the output. You can see it is coming in a nice order. Now we have to work with the background part. Either we can give some background color, or else I can give a background image. I will go with the background color and with some shadow styles. So the shadow part actually will give you a 3D effect. One more thing I can add in the submit button is that I can add the cursor type as pointer. So let's add the cursor type as pointer here. If I am mentioning this cursor type as pointer, now I am getting a simple pointer here. Now we'll work with the background part. So write the body tag here and give styles for it. Mention the body here. First of all, mention some border here. But the border will be none because I have to give a 3D effect. So I mention the border will be none. Then make box shadow. Box shadow will be 4 pixels, 4 pixels and 15 pixels, and give the color as black. So it is giving me a 3D effect here. But I want to bring it to the center. For bringing it to the center, I have to change the positions. I have to give some margin value. Let the margin value will be 100 pixels, 100 pixels and 100 pixels. So it will give 100 pixels in 4 directions. So there are two methods of giving the margins. Either I can use margin top, margin left, right, bottom, or else I can directly mention the margin and give 4 attributes. If I want to use 2 attributes, then it will just give you the margin of margin left and margin right. If we don't want to use the margin, then we can use the padding value. The padding is also the same as margin. The work is just same. There are some different uses of padding. Let's mention some background color for this. I'm giving a light color. Now give a h1 tag here, which will show that this is a sign up portal. So come to the body tag. Before the form, mention one h1 tag. Just mention here student sign in portal. Just mention here student sign up portal. Now design it little bit. Mention h1 tag. Give some font size. Let the font size will be 40 pixels. Font family. I am giving all the styles here. So I had given some styles to the h1 tag. You can see the output now. It's showing me that student sign up portal. You can change the color of the student sign up portal also. it depends on you. I'm giving a simple style here. Now we'll add some JavaScript codes. First of all, make a script tag here. After the style tag, I'm making a script tag. Mention type equal to text/JavaScript. Now what are the requirements from my side? I want that the email ID and the password should not be left out vacant. I want to fill all the details. So first of all, make a function here. The function will be insert data and call that function in the HTML part inside the form attribute. In the form attribute, mention onSubmit equal to, and then write the function name. The function name is insert data and call that function inside this. So I had called the insert data function inside the form. Now when the form will be submitted, the insert data function will get executed. So this is a JavaScript event that I had introduced now. Now we'll write the codes. First of all, we have to fetch the data from HTML part. We'll make two variables. That the first variable will be email. Store the data inside this. Now for storing the data, I'll be using getElementById function. GetElementById function will fetch the data from the HTML part using the ID concept. Now write the codes. Document dot getElementById, and inside this function I have to mention the ID name. The ID name here is user, and then the final will be dot value. So I have stored the value of email inside the var email. Now create one more variable as password and store the value of password inside this. I am copy pasting the same part, document.getElementById.value, and then just change the value of ID. The value of ID will be here pass. I am changing the ID from user to pass, as I had used the ID pass inside the HTML. Now I had stored the email ID and the password inside variable email and variable password. I have to check whether any part is left vacant or not. If it is left vacant, then it will show me some alert message. Now I will be checking some conditions that email and password should not be left out vacant. For that, I will be writing the conditional statements. So write the if-else conditional statements. Inside the if the email is left vacant, the value of email will be nothing, like I'm giving null here, and using the OR operator and giving the password value as null. If all the values are null, then I should get the output as mention alert message. Mention here fill all the details properly. Save it. Now write the else statement. Now what I want to do, if all the conditions are correct, then I should be shifted to the new page, that is my website. You might have seen that if all the login details or all the sign up details are correct, then we are shifted to the website or a different page. So I'll be making a different web page, a different HTML code for showing that this is my new page, and after clicking the submit button, I should be shifted to that page. For that, and just for demo part, I'm just checking whether my alert messages are working or not. Mention alert in the else statement as alert will be everything is fine. This is just for checking. I'll change the codes. Now come to the output. I'm using my email ID. And leave the password as it is. Don't give any value. Let's check whether it is showing me the alert message or not. If I'm pressing submit, it is showing me that fill all the details properly. That means I had not filled the details. Now fill all the details and check the output. Give a correct pattern. Mention some password. Submit it. It is showing everything is fine. So my codes are correct. Now come to this part. For adding a new web page, first of all I have to create a new HTML code. I'll create a new HTML code as message.html, and I will write welcome to my website with some different styles and fonts with a button inside the web page. So let's design it. I'll write the codes for message.html and I will give the link in the description part. You can check the message.html file in the description. So I had created message.html file with one text as welcome to my website and given a button inside that for visiting my website. You can see the output now. This is my final output for message.html. Now I have to add the functionalities. That means when I'll come to this page and I'll submit this button, then I should get the message.html file. It should be coming by itself. For that I'll be using the return statements. Come to the login page. Instead of writing insert data, mention here return insert data. I'll give some return value here and one more event here, that is action. Action will shift me to a new web page that I will give here as message.html. Now what will happen? First of all, the form will check the insert data value. If the insert data is giving me a true value, then only it will come to the action part. If it is giving me a false value, then it will not go to the action part. Now let's write some return statement here. I'm giving return as false in the case of if statement, because if nothing is filled or any single data is not filled in the input tags, then I should give the false value, and if all the data are correct, then I should give the true value. Let's try. So give some email here. I'm giving some email, mention some password, submit it, showing everything is fine. Now press OK. I'll be shifted to the new web page. So this is how we'll be making websites that will shift from one website to the other website. Now one more functionality I can add here, like whatever password and email ID I had given, I can show it to the user in the alert box. Concatenate with the variable email, and again concatenate with the variable password. Now save it. Come to the output. Now give one email ID here and give some random password. Submit this one. It is showing me email as something @gmail.com and password as some value. So like this will be shifted to the next page. So this is how we'll be making the front end of the website. Thank you.